Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Friday the 8th of September 2023. In today's Millwall news, sold out. What's sold out? The Leeds game sold out. Definitely sold out. Not like the Bristol City game. We will certainly not be getting any tickets in the North Stand. Absolutely not. The Lions fixture against Leeds is now sold out. All tickets for Millwall's Sunday Sky Bet Championship clash against Leeds United on Sunday the 17th of September. Kick-off 12 p.m, so it's on Sundays, kick-off 12 p.m, now sold out. Supporters who missed the chance to purchase tickets will not have to wait long until the Lions are back in action at the Den as we welcome Rotherham United on Wednesday the 20th of September for 7:45 p.m. kick-off. Thank you once again for your brilliant support. And not only that, remember this game is on Sky, so if it's sold out, you can still watch it by the means of television. So there you go. And there they are trying to sell the Rotherham game. I think I've said it, but I think this is going to be our lowest attended probably home game of the season, Rotherham. Wednesday night. I think that one might be on the. That one's going to be on the Match Pass, Doodah Millwall TV. It should be, I believe. So obviously they're trying to sell tickets for it, but you're probably better off trying to just push out the Match Passes. To be honest, I don't think there's going to be many going to that one, especially after the massive game against Leeds on the Sunday. Bit of a quick turnaround Sunday to Wednesday, isn't it? But there you go, sold out. So again, if you snoozed, you losed. Yeah. Moving on to this from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk, the South London Press's online website. Richard Cawley's assessment on Millwall's start to the Championship season, strengths, weaknesses, and which transfer excites the most. Millwall are embarking on their 7th successive season in the Championship. That's very good. That is what they call it, alliteration. 7th successive season in the Championship. Here, Richard Cawley assesses their opening month of action. What have you made of Millwall's start? Well, solid rather than spectacular. The Lions have solid. Solid? Question mark? Solid? The Lions have 7 points from their opening 5 matches. Total, they also had at the same stage of the 2020 season. Gary Rowett was in need of a response after their below-par performance at Norwich City. His players responded. Kevin Nisbet's excellent finish sealed a 1-0 win over Stoke City in SC16 before. The Scot was again on target in last week's 1-1 draw at Birmingham City. Share of the spoils, fair reflection of the way the Championship contest played out. Millwall have had better hauls since they regained Championship status, twice banking 8 points at this stage, but they have also been on 5 points on 3 occasions. 3 of their next 4 matches are at the Den, starting with a humdinger against Leeds United. Sold out humdinger in front of the Sky Sports cameras a week on Sunday, which gives them a chance to start climbing the rankings. Who has been the standout performer? It's hard to pick one out. Not because there are plenty of contenders, but because nobody's at anything approaching top form. If pushed, I'll go for Billy Mitchell or Jake Cooper. I can't imagine any of the squad will be totally satisfied with their displays so far. Yeah, I think Billy Mitchell, I think he might be alone on that. A lot of the fans are on his back again. Jake Cooper, obviously, before the contract signing, after, top notch. So, again, bit hit and miss. Everyone's been a bit hit and miss. Everyone. What has been the best performance? The 1-0 opening day win at Middlesbrough with Academy product Romain Esse scoring his first goal at senior level. Millwall had an XG of 1.2 compared to Borough's 0.78, so that means we deserved to win that game. We dominated it and created 4 big chances. They could have easily have run out more emphatic victors. It looked an excellent result, but last season's playoff semi-finals have taken 1 point from a possible 15, including a 2-0 home loss to QPR last time out. What has been the worst performance? Was that supposed to be in bold? Question mark. The 3-1 defeat in Norwich City was painful. Aidomo Emakhu scored an excellent consolation, but the hosts absolutely rampant for large swathes of the fixture, with Millwall uncomfortably carved open time and time again. That just about shades the 4-0 EFL Cup loss to Reading. Outfield with a strong lineup, but his players were bullied by the League One visitors. Which transfer window signing are you most excited about? Kevin Nisbet, the summer signing from Hibernian, has not had many chances. Millwall on 19th for shots on target. 19th in the league of 24 teams. For shots on target and average 2.8 per game. That's why the only games we've won so far have been 1-0 wins. We need to keep a clean sheet because we don't have enough shots on target, and we're not going to score if you don't have a shot on target. The Scottish international clearly backed himself on taking free kicks within shooting range, while Zion Fleming pulled rank before one against Stoke. Nisbet did wrestle control at St Andrews last weekend and whipped the ball past John Ruddy. Is there a position that you feel hasn't been adequately covered? Rowett has talked about having enough central defensive depth, but both Sean Hutchinson and Ryan Leonard have had their fair share of injury niggles in recent years. Hutchinson was forced off with a calf problem in the 32nd minute against Birmingham. Murray Wallace, an option to place on the left of the back three, was already starting at wing back due to Joe Bryan missing out with a groin injury. Which area of the team gives you confidence? It should be the attack. Tom Bradshaw was their only senior striker post January transfer window, but now the Wales international is able to be paired with Nisbet. Mill have no shortage of other attackers, adding Ryan Longman on loan from Hull City on transfer deadline day after Andres Vogelsammer's contract was terminated by mutual consent. The Lions also have Fleming, pitchers Duncan Watmore, Emakhu, and Issa who can play in advanced roles. Millwall's XG overall is 3.7, putting them 22nd in those standings. Another indicator that is not quite clicked for them so far. Yeah, well, that's because we play 7 defenders per game. That's why. That's why the fans, like, the proof is in the pudding. It's all very well saying, oh, we've got these wing backs that can bomb on, but they ain't, are they? They ain't. They're not. We're not getting the shots away. We're not getting the shots on target. We're not getting the XG. If we're not getting the XG, we're not going to score. And if we're not going to score, we're not going to win games. So it's alright saying, oh, it's not the formation. Whatever. We are not getting the results that we need to get by playing the way we play. And you can see that in the stats. It's obvious. But equally, they still look to be miserly at the other end. Only Preston, Birmingham and Leicester conceded fewer than the Lions' 5 goals, and 3 of those came in the Norwich aberration. Yeah, because we need to keep a clean sheet to win a game. Because we can only win games 1-0. Whereas if you go back to where it was before, we changed the formation, we became more attacking, and then we ended up winning more games. Which area of the team do you think could be a weakness? Millwall need Fleming to build on the influence of goal return. We saw Burnley have a number of bids eventually exceeding £10 million, knocked back in the summer transfer window. Only the Amsterdam born number 10 could tell you if their interest for the Premier League new boys has contributed to a slow start, although he did not score in his first 7 matches after the club record £1.7 million transfer from Fortuna Sittard. So far this season, he is 29th for shots on target, an average of 2.4 per match, with Ipswich's Connor Chaplin leading the way on 5.2. Fleming did assist Nisbet's goal against Stoke. The new number 7 will take some of the reliance off Bradshaw and Fleming, but the latter will be determined to build on the 15 goals he bagged last time around. Absolutely no reason to think that things won't click again soon for the Bermondsey Burkamp. So there you go. We've read that, and I had my transformative reactions as we went along. Now, a highlight for me this season has been this young man. There he is there, and he's done it again, this time for his national team of the Republic of Ireland. Can we get the headline up? Aidomo Emakhu's late goal sealed a brilliant comeback win for Ireland under-21s. Jim Crawford's side scored 2 late goals to win the opening European qualifier against Turkey. Yes, indeed. Indeed. This happened today, Friday night. This is from theirishtimes.com. It's the match report. I'm not going to read it all. Republic of Ireland's under-21s completed a sensational late comeback to dumbfound Turkey and get their European qualifying campaign off to a winning start at Turner's Cross on Friday night. It was Jim Crawford's substitutions that sealed the deal, with Zach Gilson's 87th minute penalty bringing the hosts level before Aidomo Emakhu found the winner 6 minutes into added time. It was a perfect finish to Ireland's first competitive match back at Turner's Cross in 14 years, overcoming a disallowed goal and some Turkish gamemanship to get the 3 points in front of 3,754 fans. Indeed. However, the Turkish goalkeeper could do nothing about Emakhu's inch-perfect finish after a brilliant run and cross by another sub in Tony Spingett. And there you go. So Emakhu came on for Kenny on the 72nd minute, and it took him about 20 minutes, and he scored the winning goal right at the end of the game. A bit of afters in celebrations, and one of the Irish lads got sent off. And one of the Turkish management got sent off as well. But there you go. That like I said, he's been one of the highlights of the season so far. Being used as a super sub with his pace, again doing it for Ireland, Irish under-21s here, and we'll see if he can keep doing that. And then once he gets himself established doing that, if he can start games and do a bit more and be a bit more and keep growing and keep getting better and better. Fantastic stuff that we're seeing from him. Absolutely brilliant. It's a joy to watch him at times, and hopefully his success will be Millwall's success as well over the coming years. So here we go. Looking over the youth, Abdul Abdulmalik. He's gone out on loan. This is his first loan, I believe. Abdul Abdulmalik has joined Wealdstone FC on loan until January 2024. A star man for Kevin Nugent's side last season by scoring 16 goals. The young striker played a key role in the Lions' double trophy winning campaign. Abdulmalik joins the national side, currently sitting 14th in the league table, collecting 8 points from 7 games under the guidance of manager Stuart Maynard. Supporters will be able to keep up to date with the progress for the Lions loanees throughout the new season in Millwall FC's Loan Watch fixture. And finally, in that feature, we'll find out that Joe Wright actually started again. As predicted, he started in the Papa John's Trophy game, if it's still called that, the Football League Trophy, the one that we nearly won when it's called the Auto Windscreens. Joe Wright started for Salford City and they lost 3-0 to Bolton. But the thing is, Bolton, because they had their game at the weekend cancelled because of international call-ups, they just fielded the strongest team they could against a Salford team that had quite young. They made a lot of changes, including Joe Wright in goal. So I'm sure we'll read more about that on Monday in Loan Watch on millwallfc.co.uk and on southwarknews.co.uk as well. Talking of Southwark News, here we go. We've got this from them today. I can't really turn this down. How Millwall convinced Arsenal star Brooke Norton-Cuffy to join on loan. Fans were impressed with the capture of a player who turned so many years last season on loan at Rotherham United and the Coventry City. Brooke Norton-Cuffy was left feeling like he couldn't turn Millwall down after an in-depth presentation by the club's coaching team. Oh. This is so they probably went to him and said, "We'll be playing 5-3-2, and you'll be part of that because we need someone who can actually do things." And because the fans are upset about playing a defensive formation, and they got a PowerPoint and all that. But any teams in pursuit of the wingback for this campaign were blown out of the water after the Lions made clear how much intricate research they had put into the staff. The passion of Mill's fan base also had a part to play in convincing the teenager that Den was a place for him this season. Norton-Cuffy told News at Den. The project that they got going on here last season and the season before that, they've been really pushing. I spoke to the coaching staff and they put up a diagram for me of my game and where they thought I'd improve. Once I saw that, I said, I can't really turn this down. I feel like my development plans here have clear goals and things I have to do and achieve. When I go out on loan, I look at it as this. I want to win as many games as possible, firstly. I want to help the team to achieve as much as possible. And I have to look at my own development as well. And as I want to be the best player that I can be. The sports science team at Arsenal spoke to their sports science team and saw the attributes in my game and they wanted to take it even further as well. And that was big for me. Also, the fans had a big part to play. It's never nice as an away game comes to the Den. Fans are always loud, fans are always noisy, so with them on my side this time, it was a no-brainer really. I feel like this decision to come to Millwall was a good one, so I'm happy. Lions boss Gary Rowett wasn't done with Norton-Cuffy and signed his 7th and 8th players on transfer deadline day, both coming in on loan Ryan Longman from Hull and Alan Campbell from Luton made their debuts as substitutes in the 1-1 draw at Birmingham. Norton Cuffy made his second appearance in that game at St Andrews, having debuted against Stoke a week earlier, and Rowett has been pleased with his contribution so far. So that last couple of comments was just to link to other stories. You see the words in red when you go on that clicks the other stories, so that's just why that was tacked on. Now here we go, juicy stirring of the pot by Sky Sports News with their activist shit cunt reporter in quotes. Deadline approach exclusive, of course it's exclusive because it's pure fucking activism. It's not a story. It's fucking nonsense. Deadline approaches for FA to appeal against Barry Dunn punishment for sharing anti-Islamic post. So this follows on from the thing that I told you about the other day about the stitch up of the Millwall coach for retweeting something that is apparently objectively true. Yeah, what they're trying to do here by stirring of the pot is they want the FA, instead of saying, the independent, in air quotes, panel dished out their punishments, but the FA can then say, we don't agree with that, we want to appeal, we want a longer ban, or we don't agree with the punishment, they want a harsher punishment. So that's what this fucking shit cunt here, Dev Trahan, is stirring the fucking pot, and he wants it to be harder here. This is what they do. It looks like a story. It reads like a story. It's on a fucking website called skysports.com. Hello, Sky Sports, what happened to you? How far have you fallen? That you're letting this fucking political activist wash his fucking activism shit out in public like this under your name. This is absolutely fucking disgusting. So he's literally basically doing this in public, saying, the Football Association need to appeal this because the deadline's today. So if you don't do it, Football Association, you're a racist as well. You're just as bad. We'll get into it. You'll see how fucking ridiculous this is. The Football Association must decide on Friday if it wants to appeal the 8-week suspension and fine given to Millwall's head of youth recruitment for a breach of their social media activity rules relating to an anti-Islamic post. Barry Dunn admitted to an aggravated breach of FA regulations relating to the social media post from another account that he retweeted on March the 15th. Dunn was also fined £525, ordered to attend a mandatory face-to-face education programme, and received a reprimand and warning as to his future conduct. The sanctions were handed down by an independent regulatory commission with the 7-day deadline to appeal expiring on Friday. The FA has been contacted for comment, so they leave that snide thing in. And what they do most of the time when they put this snide comment in, where they've contacted someone for comment, what that means is they literally like sent a DM or just to the YouTube account, or sent an email to an account that they know no one's going to look at. Like a contact us thing on the web, some kind of bullshit, and then they say, well, we've contacted them for comment, they didn't get back to us. It's like, yeah, because you sent it, or they send it like an hour before they publish the story. It's snide fucking shit that these cunts do. The FA successfully appealed against an independent regulatory commission decision in January to issue a 17-month ban to John Yems from all football-related activity after the former Crawley Town manager admitted to one charge and was found guilty of a further 11 out of 16 charges for breaching FA Rule E3.2. The FA appealed on the basis that the sanction was insufficient and the Commission had reached a decision to which no reasonable body could have come to. The appeal was upheld and Yems was subsequently banned for 3 years. So what's that? 36 months. So they got the ban up from 17 months to 36 months. The FA had brought 16 breaches of FA Rule E3.2 against Yems over comments that included a reference to ethnic origin and or colour and or race and or nationality. You know how they don't say what he actually did, and they don't say the tweet that Barry Dunn actually tweeted. You notice how they don't do that. It's all innuendo. It's all lie by omission. They want to put the idea in your head that it's bad. Because if they told you what he did, you would go, what? What? Is that it? Is that... What the fuck? What? Really? So figures released... And look at this guy. Look at physio... Do you believe in physiognomy? Look at this fucking guy. This guy is a professional who makes a living out of being a witch finder general for racism. He's a racism finder general. And that's all of the people that you'll see here. They make their money. They make their living by doing this thing. By stoking the fires of this shit. And that's how they make their money. That's how they make their living. And it's dishonest work, but hey, someone's got to do it. Figures released by Kick It Out. Released by Kick It Out figures. Excellent journalism there, Dev. Whatever your fucking name is. In July, showed a 300% increase in reports of Islamophobic nature. Wow, oh my god, a 300%. So if there was 1, and then it went to 3, that's 300%. You see what they do here? You see the bullshit. You're starting to see it. Oh my god, 300%. Wow, that's a big number. Yeah, if it went from 3 to 9, that's 300%. Oh my god. Millwall Youth Recruitment Chief Dunn was suspended by the club on May 15th this year, 1 month for the charge against him for all. At Millwall, Dunn, 71, is responsible for the identification and recruitment of young players for the club's age group sides. Yeah, take a look at those age group sides. Do you want to? Do you see anything? Do you notice anything about Millwall's youth teams? Give you a little reminder here. Not exactly whitewashing a team, is he? A statement from Millwall Football Club to Sky Sports News read: the club notes the Regulatory Commission's decision to find a member of staff guilty of breach FA Rule 3.1. As is company policy, the club will now conduct its own disciplinary process in line with HR regulations. So what we've got here, so the guy could still lose his job. Mill could still fire him because he's bound. Well, he pled guilty. He said he was guilty. Millwall has a zero tolerance policy against discrimination of all kinds and continues to work tirelessly alongside all stakeholders to help with football's industry-wide efforts to rid the sport and society of any prejudices. Well, good luck with that. And you can see the tweet here. 1 week prior to the post Dunn shared, Millwall had signed up to the Muslim Athlete Charter, an initiative from New Gym Sports, which is a professional business helping supporting organisations build environments and cultures that actively support players of that faith. Speaking at the time, Millwall CEO Steve Kavanagh said, as a club we are striving to create an environment where players and staff can maximise their ability and talent. This will help those in Muslim faith to do exactly that. Nujim Sports have been contacted by Sky Sports News for comments. So there you go. So this guy is contacting various people and no one wants to talk to him. That may be because Nujim Sports, they charge for comment. So they offer a service. Don't believe me? Go on their website. It's there. I mentioned this at the time. This company that Millwall got in bed with, they charge a fee. They call it like PR crisis, whatever relations. If you are in a Islamophobic situation, they will speak on your behalf. If you pay them money, it's a scam. And yet again, Millwall fell for this scam. They signed up to this scam, and now it's fucking falling apart. Just like the Euroferry scam, and it looks like now the Fnatic scam with the shirts that you order online that don't turn up. Scam after scam after scam after scam after scam that Millwall sign up for. And here we go. Here are the scammers. The first Muslim member in FA Council history, Yunus Luna, says football has to wake up to the scourge of Islamophobia in the English game. Scourge, see, 300% increase. 300% increase. Like I said, if it went from 1 to 3, that's 300%. Oh my god. Yunus Lunat, the first Muslim member in the history of the FA Council, told Sky Sports News the Football Association will need to determine whether or not it chooses to appeal against the suspension and done. Again, they're basically trying to shit stir and to scare the FA into doing what they want them to do, which is to appeal this. Football really needs to wake up, Lunat, former chair of the FA's Race Equality and Advisory Board, told Sky Sports News. Again, a professional man who makes his money, his profession, is being a race grifter. This is how he makes his living. The FA, to be fair, have acted. When complaints are brought to the attention of the FA, they will investigate and deal with them in accordance with their processes. And they have dealt with it in accordance with their processes. Now, I'll query whether an 8-week ban is on the lenient side. Perhaps you'll draw a parallel with John Yems. Is something worth the FA appealing? That's something for the FA to determine, but it's particularly worth bearing in mind the significant influential role as a gatekeeper that this man held. So it may be that the FA needs to consider whether it is a sanction that should be appealed, but in terms of what football needs to do moving forward, I go back to what I said in 2019, it needs to lose its blind spot when it comes to Islamophobia. And here you go, look at this, the community is watching on, look at this. How many stories do you get where just randomly in the middle of them, the fucking retard that fucking wrote them puts a picture of himself in the fucking story? Here we go, he's the one on the right. Former Eastern Eye sports editor, Zohar Rashid. Fair Network chief executive, PR of Power. Football Blacklist co-founder, Leon Mann. And Sky Sports News, Dev Trahan. Why is this fucking in the middle of the fucking story? Who knows? Former Eastern Eye sports editor, Zohar Rashid, questioned the severity of Dunn's punishment. In 2023, we've had a number of cases of Islamophobia in football, and these are the only ones we know about and the ones that have been reported. Yeah, 300% increase, remember. They don't tell you how many, but 300%. 300%. At this moment in time, the punishment for the recent case amounts to a little over a few £100 fine and a few weeks gardening leave. Is that the bar that has been set for future incidents? The community is watching on and will be observing with great interest what the football family does from this point. No, they won't. Nobody gives a shit. You're shit stirring. And this is just blatant fucking bullshit. The fact that it is on skysports.com and this is on their fucking platform is an absolute fucking joke. What the fuck has happened to Sky Sports? And there you go. What a fucking joke, man. What an absolute fucking joke. Dev Trahan. Behold, a journalist. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.